obviously, they hit a 19-game winning streak coming into this, and you guys were able to end that. The whole third period, I feel like you guys were a man down, but you were able to get through it. What did you like about your team's effort out there?
Yeah.
Kind of fighting through that period when you guys were down a man, I feel like, most of the time.
Yeah, obviously you know that they're going to come out strong there in the third. Going into the game, 2 big streaks on the line, and at the end of the day, just 5 o'clock game, a couple games before this, it was just who was going to bear down and block that extra shot, and we did a really good job of that in the third period. Obviously, they had some pressure, and we expected that. They were hungry coming into the third, and we did a good job weathering the storm and got in there with a win.
For sure, and obviously, it's not easy to have the streak that you guys have been having either. What have you guys been able to do to keep this thing going?
I think just good full 200-foot game. Our PK. Showed how good they were tonight. Our power play has been hot, and they've had some big goals for us too. And then just 5-on-5, taking away the other team's chances and really bearing down on ours. I think just overall good 60s out of the boys, and obviously a confident group right now, and just trying to keep it rolling.
For sure. What did kind of go wrong there for a second after you guys had a couple goals of your own, but they got a couple back. What do you guys have to do to kind of change to get out of that?
It was kind of back and forth second period. Also, we got a couple good goals there, and the second goal was on me. I think I got to have that one, but other than that, I think it was a pretty back and forth period. And then obviously, going into the third, they had a little bit more jump, but kind of what we expected. They're down 2. We're going to try and play a full defensive game. They're kind of having a good F3 and tracking back hard, and obviously they were going to cheat for offense a bit. So the game went how it did, and still got the win there.
The crowd was pretty full tonight. Did it kind of, did it feel like a playoff atmosphere out there? It was pretty loud the whole time.
Yeah, no, it was really fun. It helps the guys a lot, and especially coming into this. 2 teams that have been hot recently, 1 and 2 in the Central. It's a potential playoff matchup. It's a long ways away, but you never know. And just kind of, obviously, this time of the year, it gets more like that play style, and teams are really bearing down and trying to get those 2 points.
Wild sequence in the second period there. What was said in the locker room to kind of calm the group?
I think we're a confident group. Like I said, that second goal there, a little unfortunate. Make the first save, try and go for a poke check, go put it in the corner, but they kind of find a bounce in the net there, and I think just coming in here, we knew that they were going to come out hard in the third there, and they did, but we did a good job weathering the storm.
All right, Coach, so obviously 2 teams with a really long streak going. You guys were able to end up on the winning end of that. How good does that feel, and how did you guys get it done?
Well, I think we hung on, that's for sure, but give a lot of credit to our guys for hanging in there, because they certainly throughout the second, the last 7 minutes of the second period and the entire third period, they had us on our heels at times for sure, but our PK came up big. Costa made some really big saves, and that's what it takes, just a team effort and being willing in those situations to get it done.
For sure. You talked about how it almost felt like you guys were down a man that entire last period. What does it say about the guys in your team to be able to fight through that and hang on to that lead?
We kind of were. We had 5 straight penalties there, 4 in the third, all in a row. So we barely played any even strength hockey. But just again, it's the guys buying into how hard it is to win in this league, how hard it is to beat a team like Milwaukee, who I give them a ton of credit for the way they came in here and played. But again, our guys they're starting to become a really, really good team inside the locker room. That's where it starts first, and it's going to bleed out onto the ice, like I've been saying, since Christmas here.
Sure. Other teams you've been around, what do you like so much about this group? Obviously, the streak you guys are on right now.
Well, I think they're just, we've got some experienced guys who are taking care of our younger guys. The younger guys, they're getting better, they're learning. A game like tonight, they're going to learn a lot just from being in the lineup here tonight and how hard it is. So all that combined, you see the growth and the development within our team, and that's the fun part as a coach, to watch these guys get better and also have success while doing it.
For sure. Obviously, pretty big crowd out there tonight and everything else. Does that kind of help you guys down the road? It does come to make it in the playoffs or whatever else?
Yeah, I think just great atmosphere. It provides some energy. Especially you saw that the last penalty kill 6-on-4. You can hear the crowd behind our team, and our guys feed off that. There's no doubt about it. And so the large crowd last night, the large crowd tonight, it helps us. It certainly does, and we can feel it on the bench. I know the guys can feel it too.
Wild into the second period there. What did you say in the locker room to try to soothe the guys after those 2 goals?
You know what? It wasn't so much message. It was what we needed to do in the third period. It was we scored 3, they scored 2, so we still won a period. So at the end of the day, you kind of reset, but just understand exactly what Milwaukee's going to do in the third period. We're going to get their best hockey just like we did in the second. We got to be prepared for it and just be a little bit harder, a little more intense, a little grittier around the net and in the corners, on pucks. And I thought for the most part in the third we were able to do that when we were even strength.
Are you comfortable calling this win a statement win for the team?
No, it's game 48. We're not gonna start doing that at all. What we're gonna do is focus on the next game, the next practice. Listen, we beat a really good Milwaukee team. We're on a streak. It's two teams battling. They're missing some guys. They had some travel. The way they played, they kept us on our heels. And so it's not a statement game by any means, but it feels good to continue what we have going on here. That's what feels good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. How tough is it to play? Like, it's almost like you're a man down the entire period, but then to come out and not even giving up any goals that period, how special is that?
I mean, that's really good. You can see how far we've come from the start of the season. I think playing really good defensively, scoring goals on the offense. I think that's good. We've done a good job today, and third period especially, shutting it down. It's been a good game, like I said.
For sure. Can you take me through your goal in the second period? What happened in that play?
Yeah, I mean, we won a puck back in the neutral zone. Just came down 3-2, just shot it, went in. It's always fun to score and help the team win. And it's a good play by Getty. So yeah.
For sure. You guys got a couple goals there in a row, then they answered a couple back. How'd you guys kind of get yourself out of that when they kind of started having to go their way?
Yeah, I mean, went our way first in the second period, but they just answered with 2 goals. It's hard, but we just tried to get over to the third period, and like I said, played really good in the third, and that's important for us.
Sure. The more games you play, does it feel like this game is a little bit bigger? Did it feel that way, or is it fun to be a part of it?
Yeah, I think that's a really fun game for us. I think that's the games you play hockey for. It's the special games, and met a really good team on the other side there, and we think we did a good job, especially offensively, and it's a big win for us. Just keep going and send a message to the whole league, I think.